Everyone, how do? Sorry, I've had a busy old day today. Uh, Perhaps a little bit too busy, but we're here. We've got some FM. Hello, Liam. Hi, Kit. Um, so I was getting myself ready to stream today. I say getting myself ready to stream. I was putting up some tomorrow's video for um, for the YouTube for yeah. Don't get me started, Liam. Don't get me started. The rage is real. The rage is real. But I was putting up tomorrow's Supermarine video because I've been doing a leisurely edit of it today, um, whilst of course listening to the football and all that good stuff on the radio, and then something really bizarre happened. And well, I don't know how to best describe this bizarre thing that happened. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. That's the safe way. I have no idea, to be honest. Probably not, because I don't think I've actually shut FM down since last night. Let's fix that whilst I find this. Let's fix that. Because yeah, it's been a 24 hours. I do feel like I'm just doing one thing at a time for about 5 minutes today, but we'll get there. Let me shut down the game. Let me restart it because it will force the update if it's there. And in tut meantime, let me share with you something fun. Shall I? Whilst I wait for it to load up. So this is the fun I have to offer. Let's do a little zoom in so you can see it properly. If it will let me. Bloody Chrome. So yeah, the book is out. Just on Kindle at the moment. There'll be real books in the very near future. I promise you. But yeah, the book is out. So that's fun. It is needing to do an upload. It's trying to do an upload. So hopefully it will force that in just a second. That would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, so that's the fun start to the stream, is that the book is a real book. It is out. It is currently on Kindle. It will be a real book in the very near future, so we'll get there. The game is doing a... Jesus Christ, the size of this update. My word. My word, that is an update. Let's go back to my face, because my face is far more interesting. In fact, my face is far less interesting in the book because I haven't turned the light on yet. I didn't watch the game, Liam. I was listening to the game on the radio because I couldn't be asked faffing around to find a bloody stream, to be honest. Just felt like a lot of work. Plus, I was busy doing, like I said, 9 other things. For those who want a direct link rather than having to search to Amazon, by the way, to Amazon link is in chat. We are patching. Hopefully, tut patching will be tut patching in near future. I'm not going to add it to like a Stream Elements regular botty thing for a second, just because I am aware that the hardback and the softback haven't been published yet. When it's all out properly, I'll add it to a like blobbity Elements thing on the old chatty box. But it's there. It exists. It is a real life book, which is fun. Um, so that's nice. That's a magical thing that happened, I suppose. Um, I suppose. Right. Anyway, let's try and remember where I've put all my bloody windows, because that's a thing I've definitely done. I can't remember which one of the YouTube things I've got open is, because I've got two of them open. So let's find the right one. So I'm actually looking at the right chat in chat. That's a good idea, isn't it? That way we know what's going on. I know, crazy ideas, but that way I know what's going on. Imagine me knowing what's going on. And then we'll get the game up and running as soon as the update is finished, because it's nearly there. It's nearly there. Hopefully it'll fix some things, make some things better. Hopefully it won't completely break the save, because that's been known to happen on past FMs. Yeah, there we go. That's a life and times update for the day. I've been doing some hanging around in book Twitch as well of late, which is over the last 24 hours whilst I've been doing other stuff, which is nice. It's very weird to me. I keep getting told that Adam Pacitti is live. Adam Pacitti has been cancelled like 4 times. The guy's a serial rapist. I don't know why he's allowed on Twitch. Will get me in trouble if he sees the VOD, won't it? Doesn't make it less true, but even so, there's some fun background lore. So I just do the usual thing where I just keep an idea of who is currently on in the background, just so I know what could be happening. Looks like there's hardly anyone I know on. There we go. Right, we there yet? Nearly. It's just installing the new patch. Just installing the new patch. It will get there. Eventually. Oh, this is a horrendous size update. I think it's done all the downloading. It's just doing the installing. There we go. That's finished. Now open the game. Open the game. There we were. We've got it open. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Completely forgot there was an update I needed to install, or I've done it before I hit the stream button, whilst I was doing all 30 other things I was doing today. I would have already got it set up for us, but I didn't. So let's hand out. I've also got messages coming in from like my entire family, because you know, apparently everyone gets all proud of you when you put a book out. Who knows? Anyway, right, are we nearly there yet? Oh, well, I can switch to the FM cam now. That's good. That'll help us out, because the game is there. It is loading. It's just taking a minute to do its thing. Apparently, I say it's loading. I can see the loading screen. Apparently, you can't see the loading screen. I don't know why that's not doing that. Why is that not doing that? Why are you being difficult all of a sudden? Football Manager not responding. Fun. Fun. Excellent. That's gone well. That was a good start, wasn't it? That was a great start to our live. It is entirely possible I just have too many things open in the background. That is entirely possible. It does kind of grind away some memory a bit. Let's shut a browser I don't need down, shall we? Let's do that. Let's close some things. Let's drag everything I actually need to have open right now over. Well, there we go. Maybe that's working now. Maybe we're there. You're going to show it on... There we go. You guys can... Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're here. Now, will it let me load the game is the next big question, because that has been an issue. I will say that has been an issue of late. Let's close down Instagram because I'm not cool enough for that. First time you installed the update, your game crashed. Okay, that filled me with confidence. That hasn't worried me at all, so that's good. That's nice. I'm not going to panic. You're going to panic. Let me I'm just doing a little background close down of any tabs I don't currently need open because I want to try and open up some memory if I can. That would be ideal. Let's bookmark that because that's things I need for later. And hopefully, had a stadium mod. Ah, there we go. Right. Open, open, open. It didn't open the other day. It's open. It's okay. We're there. We're there. Whoa, we're going to Tahiti. Whoa, back to the island. Whoa, we're going to Tahiti. That was fun, wasn't it? Good, right. Let's get to it. Something happened with this guy. Cool. Oh yeah, between last episode and this, just to catch everyone, I holidayed between the gap in the games because it was just forever. It was a 1 month gap between games, and I just didn't fancy sitting here through it, so I didn't. But it would have taken forever. Anyway, we're second in the league, which is great. That's great news, and we can go straight into a match, which is greater news. Look at the league table. Ooh. Hang on now. They didn't listen to us, surely. Surely they didn't listen to us about wasting space. Hang on, does this mean if I click on here, am I going to see stats that I need, that I can use? No. Can I at least... No. Okay. If I click on this, does it show me the information I want first? No. But they're trying, and that's what really matters, as well as the friends we made along the way. I don't know who these guys are. I've done so much since I last did this. I don't know who any of these guys are. I know Guglino was crap, so we were going to stick someone else in at right wing. Let's try Collis today. Why not? That's a good start. Why do I need 3 strikers on the bench? That doesn't feel like a thing I would do. We'll put Des on there, and then Quinton Asda is apparently now our second best goalkeeper. I'm not sure when that happened. Why did that happen? How is he a league standard goalkeeper? What? What is happening? How is Quinton Asda? Hang on. Hang on. Well, 1 second. Quinton Asda. I need to see a comparison to see how he's ended up on that bench. Where is goalkeeper Jimmy? There you are. Wow. He is not a billion miles behind. He's not like starting anytime soon behind, but Quinton Asda is looking like a... Why is his name changed? I changed his name. We had a whole thing where we changed his name to Quinton Asda. There we go. Now he's Quinton Asda properly. Why is it... I don't understand. I don't understand. Now his full name is Quinton Asda. Not his nickname. But that wasn't actually his name. I don't understand. I don't understand. Right, I need a winger. A general all-purpose winger on the bench kind of fella. Someone who looks a little screwy, could be giggly, you know. He's got to come good eventually this season. Right, that looks good. Aside from... let's just see if these strikers can score now I've started a brand new game. Let's see. Well, updated the game. Let's see if the strikers are now scorey strikers. Maybe they are scorey strikers. Maybe something miraculous and weird has happened and they'll be scorey strikers. We've certainly seen weirder things. Bear with. So I'm trying to do like 9 different things at a time. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Right. Also, right, let's get into the game, and then I'll do more waffling, because that's a good plan. Right. At some point this week, I don't know when, if your streaks are precious to you, and some people, I know Liam's got a 35 stream streak going, because I saw it pop up. Keep an eye on your phone notifications during the day this week. I won't be streaming FM, but I have... Kit's got 33. Wow. I have been invited to co-stream a book Twitch stream to talk about the book, which means obviously it will show up as me streaming as well as the other person streaming. And I don't know if that will affect streaks or not if you don't catch it. Just keep like half an eye on a notification. Just, you know, do the thing where you open it and then you mute it or whatever you have to do to keep the streak going. Just putting it out there because, yeah, I will have to do it that way to do the bookie things. So just, yeah. Hey, Simon. Welcome to Le Chat. Wait, that's a cat. What's chat in French? Doesn't matter. Hi Simon, welcome. You've joined us in time for our very first game of the game. We are on the new update because I had to do an update because I forgot. And we are trying to see if this new update lets the shitty strikers actually not be shitty. It will still... Yeah, so... Yeah, just... presumably it would still count as a stream for me. That's what I was assuming. So yeah, just maybe keep an eye on the old streaky whatsy things. I know chat is cat in French, but I couldn't remember what chat was in French because my brain failed. It's been a really busy day today, guys. I cannot explain how busy my day has been today. So for a sum total of my day, I have written a whole bunch of copy for a music magazine to come out this week. Parlay is indeed talk. I have been doing marketing and shit for the book. I have been organising gigs for the band. I have been shopping to chatter. Makes sense. I have edited, uploaded, and all that bullshit for Supermarine's video tomorrow. Had random conversations with a whole bunch of family, and then, like I said, I got that wee notification that the Kindle version of the book came out, but it's not a real book until there's a real book, you know? It's basically a PDF at this stage that you just have to get from Amazon, rather than being a book. Um, so I haven't really been able to do a lot with it. I've also been like, I realised I should probably build a website, so I've been thinking about that, and then I've been doing some work on the next book, and the book after that. Actually, I've got now three books currently in process. So yeah, oh Jesus Christ, it's a goal, but it's an own goal. So it's been a little bit busy today, just a touch busy. But hey, we get some streaming time. That's cool. Um, there is also a possibility, just as, again for those who enjoy streak maintenance, um, that I might actually do some book Twitch stuff. Obviously, you guys come here for FM and for me to occasionally for me to play other stupid games, but I can't imagine there's much that you guys would find thrilling about me being sat there writing, chatting, writing with other writers. Apparently, I know you come for the chair, Kit. We all know you come for the chair. I know the crush. It's fine. I've heard. Um, come for the law, fair. I was thinking I might do some Tom Rowland score. We started scoring goals, wild. We couldn't score for shit last time. Yeah, there is a chance I might do like some streams where where I write the next book. Like there'll be quiet work-based streams. They won't be like on the YouTube. They'll probably have some like lo-fi hip hop in the background, and I probably won't talk a lot. But like if I am talking, it will be like Q&A type shit, you know. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know, like, there is a chance I'll be doing other like new streams, different time streams, different types of streams. It might be a case of like, that's not a joke, Liam. I do in fact have over 100,000 hours of Football Manager. I will do, if I'm working, chances are I probably will have a chat window up on the second monitor, but like all of my attention will be on the main monitor typing, so it'll be more a case of like I will flick over and have a look in. Do I leave? I do occasionally leave the game on. I do occasionally. Usually if I'm like if I'm making content, but I went back and I counted this from before I started making content as well. So before I was leaving the game all the time, and like even if we so if we assume that I've probably left the game on doing like running through shit for the last what 18, 19, 20, whatever, the last 8 years, there's probably been a few times I've just left a game running. Right now I didn't make content on 17. I've still got 4,500 hours there. 16 I've got 5,500 hours. 15 I've got 5,000. 14 I've got just shy of 3, or just over 3. 13 I've got about 3, and then 12, actually 12 on here it says I did 901 hours, but I'm sure I did more than that. I think that's just since I installed it off Steam because I've got the disc here somewhere as well. But then when you consider I've been playing football, like, and then I did like some maths, I worked out I've been playing Football Manager since what 1995, 6. So yeah, I'm definitely in 100,000 plus hours. I'm definitely in 100,000 plus hours. Like if you think that's essentially let's say on average 3,000 hours a year for the best part of 30 years. That's the thing. Like, so I can't fairly use my hours from 26 because I'm doing so much content and stuff, because I've always got, like, say, an experiment running, I've got something holidaying between things, or whatever other bullshit might go on. Officially, I have 1,166 hours in FM26, which I am very aware puts me in the top 99 or the 99th percentile of FM players in terms of hours. But realistically, in terms of actually playing FM, I've played very, very little of FM that you haven't seen. Like you've probably seen between here and the channel 95% of the time I've put into playing FM26. Because I don't... It's not like I am playing it for fun between playing it for content. Like this is me doing the... No, I don't, Liam. I don't have a... I don't have an offline save that I don't record and stream. Because I just don't have that kind of time. Like... I make the content, or I do the streaming, and then I kind of carry on with my life a bit. But I'll offset that by saying, like, if you think I probably stream for, what, 15, 20 hours a week? And there are, what, 168 hours in a week. So let's assume I spend about an eighth of my week streaming. Then obviously I spend, what, a third of my day sleeping. So what's that account for? Quick maths in my head is not my strong point. Let's say another 50 hours. So then I have 90 hours where I will be eating, showering, whatever. I'll be recording videos, I'll be holidaying between things for videos, I'll be editing videos, I'll be doing whatever other, content creatory bollocks needs doing, or I might be working on writing at some stage, or I'm in appointments, or I'm, like, essentially the percentage of my week that I spend doing FM already for content purposes, I couldn't possibly play anymore. I think I'd go mental if I tried to play more FM than I already do. But I really think I'd struggle. That is quite the username. Like, much appreciation to Simon for reacting quickly to the ban, but what the fuck is that username? What on earth did I didn't make any subs in this game. What did I just read? Also, how is Danny Power on the... I must have accidentally put Danny Power on the right wing. It's fine. It'll be fine. Right, let's just get these guys who have been rubbish off, just so we can pretend they didn't have... I said Tavayari's been rubbish, so that's fine. Redigolo can come off. I'm literally not overly fussing over who I put on to replace these guys, because there's like 2 minutes of the game left. Who else is out there? Let's chuck old Duncan in, shall we, for Camacho, because we need him to be playing. Genuinely, that username has broken me. It's broken. I can't believe that Twitch allowed that username to be registered even by a bot. And can you imagine, like, if you're trying to sell a product, you've created this bot to try and sell this stream boo bullshit, and you've put that in your database of names that your bot can register. Just asking questions. Just asking questions. Anyway, 7 unbeaten. Guys, we're 7 unbeaten. We are top of the league. It's not even like pick a good name. It's just, why is that word in your... Because they all are random words. They're essentially, what 3 words, right? But at least pick words that are not indicative that the person behind the scammy product you're shilling is someone who enjoys sex with animals. Like, ooh, that's just triggered the algorithm. Fuck. Anyway, I'll edit that out on the VOD. They might just be hooked up to a dictionary. It's entirely possible, but even so, you'd apply something to it, wouldn't you? Right. Je suis le next match, please. I wish for the next match. That is what I'll say. I wish for the next match to happen. So we'll let that do that. I will just have a little refresh, see if I've got any more news type things occurring. I'm sure I don't, but you know, like I said, every time I turn around, something else seems to have happened. So there is that. There is that. Anyway, I'm sure it will all be good. I'm sure it will all be fine. We are just going to let that run, do its thing, all that good stuff, whilst I set up settings and things. There we go. Good, good, good. Right, are we back? Are we back? Not quite. Good, good. Perfecto. We've signed Bernardo. Dr. Bernardo has come into the club. I genuinely don't know who that is, because I've had a bunch of players like who were under 18 when I signed them lined up for a while. They're all starting to come in now in December, which tells me that I'm going to look at my squad again in a second and go, who are you and why are you here? Some of these actually could be because of transfer windows or contracts expiring or other such things. I know I did put in a few bids for some Brazilians at the end of their contract and then didn't realise that it was the end of their contract and I could have signed them for free at the time rather than waiting. And yeah, that was a thing that happened, you know. It was a thing that happened. Right, are we nearly there yet? My lord. My lord. Let's get down to business. We're playing AS Venus because, you know, she's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. There are Venus, there are fire, our desire. Fuck me, I'm old. Quinton Asda has done well in the Taravao seconds draw. Good, lovely. Good job, Quinton Asda. Good job. We are proud of you. But I'd like to play the AS Venus game. That really would be the dream. Tienta signings. Okay, let's have a look at some of these new signings in a second. Let's have some new signing chat. Let's see if we have done good business, bad business, indifferent business, some business of some kind. Tienta, show me the money. Boubacar Tienta, 1 star plus 3.5-ish stars. Attacking midfielder. Well, that's a thing we need to fix. Let's sort that out. You can be a defensive mid, maybe. What do you do? What are you actually good at? Can you tell I was like half? I just signed this guy because he was half decent. Let's make him a left inside forward. Oh, lordy. Let's make him a left inside forward. This might actually be a stream that has a tea break in it. That might become a thing. Bernardo, Nuno Bernardo, again 1 star. Australian, striker, left winger. Probably is training to be a right inside forward because the guy is also a striker. So we'll do that. Yes, I'll take control of this player's individual training only. Why not? If we have a little look at Mr. Bernardo, Nuno Bernardo, he is another player who is brought in for largely quickness. I've not found any real 4 quadrant players so far while we've been in Tahiti, which is very annoying. But we'll get there. We'll get there. He is Portuguese and Australian, as you probably guessed from his name, so there's that. Anyone else come in that I need to talk about or remind myself of the existence of? We've brought in this guy at some stage, Officer Asulin Boron. He is from Israel. He's a striker. Came through the Dynamo Academy at Houston. And yeah, he's kind of a footballer. Kind of. Anyway. Irrelevant. Let's play some football. Let's quick pick the team that quick picked. Oh my god, it's got rid of the bench again. You absolute spanner. Let's just do that and I'll replace the players who are not available. Right. Fabian, you are going to be replaced by Lynham. That's your plan. Sarks, you can be replaced by Potter. It's the big no. And I will have another versatile player somewhere. Power. I guess Power can go there. Right. Why is there a goalkeeper on my left wing? Churchill? Churchill, why are you hanging out there? Why are you wearing... I think it's safe to say Roland is going in there based upon him playing very well in the last match. Right, let's do that. Let's do that, team. Let's get a result. I should not be tired. That's not okay. 10:30. I should not be tired. I should be waking up now. That's crazy. Right, we're on a good run. Let's keep up the run. Blah, blah, run, blah, blah, run, blah, blah, blah. That's the play. Casually do a little bit more press. That's what I do, you know. Us famous authors. No, it's the magazine I write for. I'm going to run an article about the book just to try and sell the book to people because I've written for them for like 15 years, so they sort of owe me at this point. I've been writing for them since no one was reading it, and now like 6 people play it. I'll read it. Yeah, I played The Amazing Frog game on stream, thought I'd try it out and realised it was based on... I saw the thing in the advert about it, but I've not actually played The Amazing Frog game. Is it free? Oh my god, it got a sequel. It got a sequel and everything. It's basically Goat Sim / GTA, isn't it? But based in Swindon, so... like, GTA without any sense of hope. I didn't see the Life is Strange reunion review. Oh my god. Oh my god, so much has happened today. Ah, Lord. Right, where do I find... let me find a thing. Life is Strange reunion. 26th of March? Okay. So, hang on. So, this is a direct sequel to... I'm processing my brain. This is a direct sequel to the last game, but there could potentially be a Chloe in it, and we're back at Caledon, and oh my word! All right, that's very soon because I feel like I only played double exposure like 6 months ago, and I played it the week it came out, but it feels like that was 6 months ago. Like I completed that in a day, but my god. All right, cool. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but I will probably be playing that on release day. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I am probably going to be playing that on release day on stream. Probably will be the only thing I do that entire day, quite frankly. Which I feel bad about saying because it's also coming out on my grandmother's birthday, but she'll understand. And if she won't, then she should. Like she should have learnt gaming when she was younger or whatever. It's her fault. It's on her. But I think we can safely say I will be streaming that on release day, barring unforeseen circumstances. As long as they release it on Xbox Cloud faster than they did double exposure, because I only have an Xbox One. I'm not going to buy a Series X anytime soon. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but that'll be my little post-stream tweet. Especially because, let's face it, you don't want to see me get too fangirl, but I fucking love that and I will probably cry. I can, but I don't like Life is Strange as a WASD game. And I'm far too lazy to attach a controller to it, even though I have all the things for attaching a controller to it. I might do, but it is a controller game. It's not a WASD game. It will never be a WASD game. I'm sorry, it just won't. Like, I can't explain to you how excited I got when I first saw the double exposure trailer. Some of you would lose a lot of respect for me as a human being if I get that excited by this one. Because I was just a fucking mess. It was like a lottery win. Like you show me Max Caulfield, I'm happy. That's a great day. You found a bug. Which bug have you found, Benny? Is double exposure good? Yes, it's bloody good. I love it, and Kit, I'm very grateful. Yeah, I know you said it was coming out. Honestly, I forgot it was Tuesday. To be honest, it's been one of those days. It has been one of those days. Hey, Rich! Oh my God, everyone's coming in. All the crew, the whole crew are here. This is an improvement on my day for those who are here for new and exciting times. I am a little bit hyper today. I say hyper, like I'm somehow still yawning. I'm forgetting to make subs constantly. Make half-time sub. I'm going to make the sub later in the second half. Click Team Talk to give Team Talk to players coming on. It only shows the half-time Team Talk. Which I click Cancel, it confirms my subs. Excellent. Just FM26 doing FM26 things. For those who have just stopped down, I appreciate Benny is almost certainly on the way to start a stream because we know what Benny's like. Let me just very quickly, whilst you are here, share the source of today's joy, today's fun, today's happiness, today's slight sense of hyperactivity. My book came out today. on Kindle. It comes out on regular book tomorrow. Save is going fine. We are chasing the Champions League. We're gonna achieve it. Thank you, Benny. Yes. So I am hoping I will be a best-selling author before I die. I don't know how that works, like in terms of you have to sell them in a specific amount of time. But yeah, my that's my debut novel out on Amazon right now. It's available worldwide, and it is a really odd day. Never thought I'd see my name on the front of a book. I mean, technically I still haven't because I don't physically have a copy of the book in my hands. But technically speaking, my name is on the cover of a book, and that's crazy. Crazy. Especially because, like, I was always told that I'd never amount to anything. So, now I can track down that dickhead that taught me English at school. Like junior school, not like proper school. And be like, ha, dickhead. Thanks. I haven't put it on a book command yet because I don't know if the link's going to stay the same for the paperback and the hardback yet. I will put it on there once I've seen it all properly line up on an Amazon page. It was just literally an email came through about 2 or 3 hours ago saying it had gone live, and I was like, that's crazy. I think if it had gone live while I'd physically been on stream, I might have just blue screened. It might have just been a moment for me. But also as well, I need to wait to do a link because there is a way once it's all out everywhere to have a single link that then lists what's available by Amazon country. So like, I think the hardback isn't available in Ireland maybe, or Australia, one or the other. I believe the paper version comes out tomorrow. If I get an update, I keep checking to see the update. If I get an update that says it's out now, I will tell you it's out now. Whilst very rapidly also getting my copy sent to me because that would be nice. But currently it's just on Kindle. As yet, it has had no buyers, but to be fair, also very much no promo. So there's that. I'm sure that'll change over the next few days. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not panicking. The important thing is that it's for sale, not how much it sells, right? So there's that. There is that. And yeah, we'll one day at a time. One day, like I said, I'm doing a lot of random promo over the next couple of weeks. You might find there are a few days where I don't stream at all just because I'm trying to, like, do press bollocks and all that kind of stuff. So, like press releases and blah, blah, blah. I have to go and see, like, people who run bookshops and be like, hey, can you sell my book in your bookshop, please? Thanks. So, there's that. Yeah, it's going to be stress. But, we'll do what we do, right? We'll do what we do. But like I said, there will be an exclamation mark book that does appear. It's not there yet until everything is hunky dory. And I feel like I understand that Amazon is doing Amazon things. I just need to get my author page properly sorted out, because that hasn't quite clicked yet. Though it will give you the option to click through eventually and follow my author page, and then that will, it will give you a whole bunch of links to all of the books that I produce over time. Or like if you click follow on Amazon once it comes up, if I just casually drop another book, it will just tell you with like a thing next time you log on Amazon, this author has released a new book. You might want to blah 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 blah. I don't know, fucking Amazon. But if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription and you want to start reading it before it comes out on paperback, you can do that. Kindle Unlimited is, I believe, included with Prime. I think you have to do a thing to activate it in your Prime, but I believe it is included in Prime. And it works sort of like a library. So you can, in theory, start reading it now if you want to. Obviously, no pressure, and there is like a Explore inside, which I've noticed is formatted wrong, but it's not formatted wrong on my end. So I don't know why it's formatted wrong on their website. It looks great, so that's nice. But there is like a little look inside preview you can read. I think the first 2 chapters it lets you read, which seems like an extraordinarily large amount to allow someone to read of a 36 chapter book. But you know, it's not my circus, not my monkeys. But in fact, it looks like it lets you read the entire first 3, 4. Jesus Christ, 5. It lets you read the entire first 4 chapters on the website, which is a lot. I want to see if there's a way I can control that. I don't want people reading the first like 2, 3 chapters, but it feels like the first 4.5 chapters is probably too much to allow people to read on the website before they've bought the book. I'm just saying, like, just saying. It'd be like Sky Sports letting you watch the first half of the match for free. Like, realistically, if it's 9-0 at half time, you're not going to buy the second half, are you? You know? But yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Just having a check, seeing what's happening. Just bloody group chats and everything else chats. My brain is melty. Football. Let's football. Right, focus. That should be like one of my redeems. Is like focus. I think there's a thing I can set up whilst I'm on stream. It should be a thing I can set up while I'm on stream, but it's not. Shut that window down. Can I do back-endy stuff from here? Don't click that. Blah 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 blah. 1 second. What am I trying to do? Rewards. Enable channel points. Manage. Blah. Cool. Are we there? Good. Excellent. I understand what's happening. I just need to remember how I do the thing that I do the thing with. I completely lost track of what I was doing now. see if I can get that set up while I'm here, because I feel like that's the thing I need, is like a focus button for people to press to shout focus at me. We'll get there. We'll get there, right. Sorry, my brain is so broken right now that I am just working on instinct at the moment. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. My brain will do brain things. That's alright. I'll figure it out later. My brain can't do these 5 things at once. Right. Anyway, so welcome. Right. AS Central Sport, that's our next game. We'll play football. Review team selection. I am going to only change Goglino, I think, because Goglino, I think we sort of decided was a bit shit. Collis can go in, that'll do. We'll see how that works. I think this game we are going to get a result in. That's what's going to happen. This is going to conclude with a scoreline. That's the kind of bold prognostication you get on a channel like this, is prognostication of we will get a result at the end of 90 minutes. It could be a win, it could be a loss, it could be a draw, but it will categorically be a scoreline. I know. Don't get that from Septic Peg in the paper, do you? A Septic Peg giving you that kind of accurate prediction. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Also, we have crazily got to a follower goal over the last couple of days, which is nice. Lovely to see that happen. New followers are the Galactic Giant, Book Loving Builder, Jax Willow, Book Lover 1927, and Nancy C. Walker. All of those people are authors. That's nice, isn't it? It's nice that they're stopping in to, you know, chat stuff at some stage. Hopefully. Building our community one day at a time. That's what we're doing. That's our goal. Either way, we've got books, we've got balls, and we've got no brains happening. That's the goal here. And courage, please, for Luis Vinicius to be pressed. Go on, press him. Press him hard with your face. There we go. Pressed him, probably. Hey Charlie, how are you? How's it going? How is life out there? Hope it's all going well. We are here in the rain in Tahiti. I'm not entirely sure it rains as often in Tahiti as it will in FM26. We have got some updated game, which is nice. We have got no goals so far, which is not nice. And we've got no defending, which is even worse. But bad life is good, Charlie. But hopefully we're going to score a goal in the near future. That's all I'm really looking for, is vibes of kind of, let's get a goal. We're getting absolutely slapped here on the old stats. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Feeling peckish, can we play the food game? Possibly in a bit. Possibly in a bit. I am not entirely sure. when it gets reset. Kit will know, but I do not. I assume it's midnight-ish would be my guess. There we go. See, I knew Kit would know. So I'm going to say yes in an hour is what I'm going to say. In fact, that could be lovely transitional work. Who knows? Keller can come on. He looks aggressive. He wants a fight. Love it. Harry Potter. Don't be as bad as your creator. Be as good as I am. Lovely. Redigolo for Perez. And I think... Oh no, in fact, we'll take off Roland just because he's a little bit broken. There we go. Des Lynam's on. We're looking good. We are a top team. Latte Anarchist, welcome to the chat. Benny is in fact everywhere. I don't know if you've heard, but Benny is basically like subbing in for God. He's omnipresent. That's what Benny does. He's just in every chat. All hail the mighty Benny. And all that good stuff, you know. And courage. I have releasified a book. The book is there. It's currently only on Kindle. It will be on Real Book tomorrow. Real Book tomorrow is what's happening. Actual physical book that you can hold in your hands and do what you wish with. It makes like a really good leveler for a wobbly table. It is not an 18 plus book, Charlie. No, it is a regular book. It is a work of fiction, not a work of erotica. It's unlikely you will ever see me plugging erotic fiction on the channel. It's not impossible. There is some that I have written out there because, you know, we've learned. Well, that's very kind, Charlie. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. I would recommend waiting till tomorrow where you've got more options, because maybe you don't want a digital one. Maybe you want a real book, and that will be a tomorrow one. It's all kind of trickling out as it trickles out. Although I'm sure what will happen is I'll just have it sneak out on me like the other one did earlier. Random email, my phone just went ping, and then I was like, oh, okay, the book's out, cool. That was nice. I haven't got the book with me right now. I don't have a physical copy of the book yet. I am waiting for a physical copy of the book. I imagine I won't have my hands on it until probably Thursday, because it's never that organised. But I hope I've got a physical copy by Thursday. That'd be nice. But no promises, because I don't know yet. But I'd certainly like to have a physical copy of the book by Thursday. It does make me, to the best of my knowledge, only the second person in the FM content creation sphere to release a book. There you go, there's a fun fact. I'm not the first, someone else has done it. So that's good. And in fact, it is possible. It is possible the other person is someone that most people aren't aware is an FM content creator, but they do know his books. So there you go. I'm just looking it up so I can Anyone want to guess who the other FM content creator who has released a novel is? There you go. There's an interactive competition-y type game for you in chat. I have a feeling this will be something Simon will know. But there is one other FM content creator, to my knowledge, who has released a novel. And like I said, most people know him more as an author than an FM content creator, which is fun, but he is one, I promise. Also a FIFA content creator, funnily. I think I probably do want to loan him out. And I probably do want to loan him out. I love it, everyone in chat's just chewed me out. Or they're Googling it, trying to get the answer to the question. Ask ChatGPT. Did I see the news today? I didn't see any news today. Should I have been seeing news today? What happened in Swindon today? Your D&D homebrew work. I found someone actually that you might enjoy, Kit, on Twitch, who does D&D stuff. But bear with, because apparently something happened in Swindon today. Is it the Pop Legends 5.25 million mansion with 6 bedrooms being for sale? Because that feels like a random thing to happen near you. Apparently the Northern Lights are visible in Swindon and Wiltshire tonight. Nope. Can safely say that's not true. Was it the girl 12 running away in concerning incidents? Or was it the live crash on the A419 that happened near you? Someone took ammunition bomb and... Are you serious? What? Oh, up at Greenbridge. Up at Greenbridge. Wow. For those who want to enjoy this wonderful slice of Swindon life, there we go. Someone was genuinely stupid enough to try and donate ammunition to a charity shop. Weird. Weird. There we go. That's Swindon. That's Swindon in a nutshell. Right, who is the person? TJ is not a bad guess. TJ should write a book, because TJ would be, and I mean this honestly, TJ would be a fucking incredible novelist. TJ would write an incredible novel, but it's not TJ. I wish there was a way to find out who I was watching last night. I was watching someone writing TTRPGs yesterday. Manage settings. Why would I hide all that shit? Honestly, why would I hide anything? I'm grown up. Just let me look at like boobs and stuff on Twitch if that's what's happening. I can't. I will find them when I see them again. Kit, I will link you to this. There was someone on Twitch who was writing really, really, really good TTRPG workbook type things. And I don't see it right now, but I know it was there. I know I saw it. I will find it again. When I do, I will send you a link because I think you might find them interesting. They're not currently on now, but they were, and it was really cool watching someone build a tabletop game in real time. Oh, hang on. Is this it? I found it. Right. Let's tag Kit so we know Kit will see it. There we go. Right. No. Anyway, the answer to our trivia question of FM slash FIFA content creator who has written a novel is probably a touch more surprising than that, to the point where I think a lot of people won't be aware this person is a content creator. I'll just casually link you to their most famous book. And I say their most famous book because it became a really, really famous film starring the lass from the OC, whose name I've forgotten. That's bad because she's got an Oscar. Shailene Woodley. It's got Shailene Woodley in the film version. There you go. FM content creator and a FIFA content creator and a best-selling novelist. So will outsell me by miles forever, but I get to be second, and being second's better than being last. It's not as good as being first, but it's better than being last, and that's what matters. But TJ should have released a book. TJ should release a book. Someone encourage TJ in TJ's chat next time he's on to release a bloody book. Because TJ should write a book. I'm just saying, would be exceptional at the book writing. Used to be from somebody that cut them off. Author person currently adapting 5e generation research. Fair play, Kit. Fair play. I think you'd enjoy this guy though. The work they were doing yesterday. I'm not someone who plays D&D, but it looked very impressive from a storytelling point of view. And they have a website that is plugged in their videos somewhere, whereby they sell or give away their what's it called? So I don't play D&D, like their dungeon master, whatsy bollocks, their essentially, you can download the games off their website once they're done. That's the thing. So if you're ever looking for something to play that you haven't written yourself and blah 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 blah, you can download it from their website, which I think is cool. It's a good use of creativity. But just a thing for Kit to check out there. If anyone else wants to check out Notepad Anon, you feel free to, but like it's definitely like a D&D type human channel. So there's that. So that's good. That's a nice thing for us to put out into the universe. What are we at in terms of? Right. Okay, so let's get this to match. I'll be back in 2 secs, and then we can actually focus on doing something in this transfer window that I've just realised is in fact open. Okay, we're back. Good times. Right. AS Taravao. We're top of the league. It doesn't matter. We're undefeated. We're undefeated this season. To be fair, I should have noticed that the transfer window is open because we have had transfer activity. Like, people have been trying to actively loan our players. I just somehow didn't clock that there was a transfer window going on. So that's good. I've looked at Moadim a few times. He's not good enough to be here. Shang Xiaming is a player I would like to bring back because we were much better with Shang Xiaming in our side on the left. So let's bring him back on a 2-year deal. No faffing this time. 2 years. Got 925. I mean, you kind of forced me to lowball you there. You could have just said nothing and you would have got a better deal. It's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you, love. Right. This team sort of worked, except Collis doesn't do a lot on the right-hand side. Let's try Cardenas. He might be better. Also, Tarvari was pretty shit last time out. Was Nasser better? Yes, let's put Nasser in goal. Good. Let's go play Tairapu. Let's do Tairapu. That was weird. That was very autistic of me. I'm having a good day. A good tism day. A day of tism. Schism the tism. Address the team. Good stuff. We're doing well. We're on a good run. Blah, 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 blah. Trust you to make a difference. Make me proud. Right, we are good to go. We're underway. We're having fun. We're ready for a good time. That's what we're going to say. That's what we're going to say. Just have a quick refresh of who's in the FM26 multiverse. Breezy, who apparently is watching Tom Jones for some reason. That's weird. There's nobody. Oh, Lee. Lee is out there too. We know Lee. We love Lee. Good old Lee. But Mersey's had debts wiped out by a sugar daddy. That's quite nice too. All sorts of stuff going on there. Right, underway anyway. And we've already conceded a goal. The second I look, we've conceded a bleeding goal, which I don't really like seeing, so that's fun. Mario Jose has given away the ball, and they've just hit us on the break. And we're not going to see, of course, the actual goal, because that would be too much like having a camera that could, you know, adequately decide where the ball was. I really hope they'll fix this. It's really, what do we learn from this highlight is what this goalkeeper thought of the goal. Did he celebrate? Yeah, he clapped. Good. Good. Big old Fernandez doing Fernandez-y things. Defend, good stuff, good stuff. Cardenas forward to Roland. I realised when I got the biscuits and didn't go get a cup of tea. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Marcos Jose didn't score because he never does, quite frankly. Let's berate them. If for no other reason than, because we'll probably concede again in a second, Eduardo Luiz has got the ball. He must have been offside. Just because he doesn't have the pace to be that far behind the defence. I don't know if I like how little we're creating chances. It might be a balancing thing from the patch, but we've usually created double figure chances by now. Oh, my word. Okay. Have to figure out this midfield problem. Really do. Okay, 1-0 down, half time. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Every conversation with my parents. There we go. Let's demand more. Demand anything, let alone more. That's get these subs happening whilst I'm waiting for that to happen. There we go, good stuff. I think we will pause. Take off Mario Jose because he's been rubbish. I will take off Karamoko and Marco Jose for Caracas, just because he's got a goaling. See what happens there. What's that? So the hardback is £22, the paperback is £13, and the Kindle is £4, I believe. The difference between the £13 one and the £22 one is essentially thicker, like wooden-ish hard cardboard / wooden covers. It's a slightly bigger book, bit heavier. It's designed for people who like to show off their book collection. Whereas if you just want a paperback to read on a train, buy the paperback. And if you don't want it at all, don't buy it at all. It's very simple. But, you know, reading is fun. So there's that. It took me a little while to write. It took me longer to edit than it took me to write. It took me about 24 days to write and about 6 months to edit. I didn't use AI for the book. I used my own fingers. I think I used AI to ask it a couple of questions, and I ran it through AI to a spell check because I'm dyslexic and Word can't always help me. But yeah, it didn't do any of the writing for me. Certainly did not do any of the writing for me. Wish it had. But then again, AI does not write well, so maybe I don't. Right, Bennett moved to AS Tac. Well, third tier? Second tier? Ooh. He might not be good enough for that level, I'll be honest, but they've also only got, what, 13 players, so maybe he is. They've got a lot of young players, alright. Even so, he should get some football, that's nice. It's a shame he's not really got enough potential to develop it, but that would be a good place to send players who need to develop properly. 10:30. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Alright. Ever impending sense of doom is currently playing Fortnite, apparently. Our lovely new friend from north of the border. I've just discovered a new friend to play with. 1 second. This will require headphones so you guys don't hear the new friend I'm just going to go check out. But it's okay, I can do two things at once. As long as I'm not streaming their audio. Yeah. That will work. In theory. If I actually turn their channel audio on. Fun times. Right, let's drop a follow there while I'm doing that. Right. Anyway, guys, hi. Good stuff. We're all totally paying attention. Can you? I'm so manic tonight. Right. Anyway, right. Anyway, oh, Zhang Xiaoming has been denied transferring. That's annoying. Why? Oh, failed the medical. Oh no? Players' wages. Right. Anyway, Lucas Mateus wants to do a thing. União de Montemor. Right. Nearly there. Nearly there, the end of the year. Right. Anyway, let's get focused. Right. Alex Pearson wants to go to AS Po. Hanging Kalis is hanging. Is FM26 my favourite FM of all time? I can say, and I mean this with 100% certainty, it is not even in my top 10. Can say not even for a second it's in my top 10. Right, I need to really focus up. I'm listening to another stream. I don't normally do this, but I'm listening to another stream and trying to focus on this. Mansfield, you'd like to... He wants to go to Mansfield, won't be upset. You give me a sell on and we'll call it even. Give me half? Okay, guess he's not going then. Problem solved. Problem solved. Right. Charlie Hanger Kalis, he is going to go to wherever he wants, really. Don't really care. He can go learn some football. FM19, what a time to be alive. 19 was great. Look at my player. Who are we looking up, Charlie? My favourite is probably 24, followed by 15, I think. Louis Barry. We'll have a look in a second once we come back. Have I got a good football shirt collection? I have. Sorry, bear with me. I'll look up Louis Barry in a second. Right. Yeah, I have a decent football shirt collection. I don't have like a great one. It's not as good as it could be, but I'm working on it. We'll work on it. Once I sell 1 billion books, I'll have all the shirts. That's the plan. That's the plan. Ooh, we have numbers. Right? Crazy. Numbers in chat. What a time to be alive. Welcome, guys. Don't feel the pressure to chat. We embrace the lurk, but you know, such is life. We've got a youth intake. We're at youth intake already again. My word. Did we just do that yesterday? We might get a goalie out of it. We might get a goalkeeper out of it. Yes. Multiply doing things, just what I do. We'll make it. Alright, my brain. Sorry, my brain is so fuzzy today. I know we're used to my brain being like largely mush on any given day at this point. I don't know why my brain. I mean, I do. We all know why my brain is mush today. Let's not sugarcoat it. But I'm trying to get my stuff together, on fire, all that kind of stuff. Right. Anyway, focus. Louis Barry. We were looking up Louis Barry. Louis Barry has, I assume this is the same one. Yeah, Louis Barry is pissed off to the States, playing for the Chicago Fire, the New York Red Bulls, and has now been traded to Minnesota. Yeah. Right, first by day, studying accents, have figured out that a Michigan accent is what happened when Irish, Germans, and French were up in the area 50 to 100 years. True. Ruined his career. In fact, true. Right, Liam, who are we looking up? Tell me who we are looking up whilst I talk about Sydney to this pressman. Joel McGregor. Oh, we're looking at Joel McGregor. Currently at Maidenhead. Right, Joel McGregor. Yeah, he is looking Joel McGregory, I guess. Currently at Maidenhead, went to Sheffield Wednesday for 325k. They underpaid. Should have been $1 billion. So I just stay further south, like the French, and that's the lack of nasality. So Ohio and Indiana, for example, were not as nasal sounding because French weren't there, but the Irish and Germans were. Fair. Right. Hanger Kalis has gone on loan to Bedworth. That's nice for him. Happy for him. I'm really sorry I'm so hyper today, guys. I'm not normally this hyperactive, as you guys know, but this does appear occasionally in me in therapy sessions. Must be really annoying for my therapist. Must be very annoying for my therapist. But, you know, we'll get there. Right, let's get through this next game in a more focusy way. That's a good sign. Right, Right, come on, let's get this done. Get this done. Then in about 10, so after the next match, we'll play some Scrandle. How does that sound? Because we're a bit quiet in chat. I'm a bit quiet because my brain is trying to suppress hyperactivity. We'll play some Scrandle in 10. Indeed, Scrandle. So we'll play Punaru. Tara want to loan Liam. I was going to do it just automatically, so that I did. Bertome, sure. Good, right, we're ready. We're ready. Punaru. I've said that we'll play Scrandle and figure something out, but we may as well get to the halfway mark in the season, haven't we? Because we are at match 10 of a 22 game season. We may as well get to the halfway mark. Do what we did last time, or we just play half a season and then do another half season in the next stream. Right, I'm going to change just the right winger again because I've still not found one that wants to be a footballer. Who have we not tried? Playing CK3, playing tall as the Duchess of Burgundy as only one male out of 7 children, not exactly ideal in the land of Salic law. No? Let's put Charles Cook in. Let's try him out. Maybe he can fill that role. First one to impress me keeps the shirt. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Right. Do it. Address the team. Let's say, want to see a better performance. Let's go see a better performance. Not talking to the media. Just walk right past them. Walk right past them. What would happen under Salic law if someone was transgender and transitioned either one way or the other, and thus the order shifted? Probably a good thing for Germany will have monarchies. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the answer to that question. I guess we'll find out one day, somewhere, but... Right, Eduardo Luis, looking for a goal. It's about as hard as he looked. What happened to the Pope? They introduced a new ritual. When the Pope transitions? What? Did that happen? Did I miss a thing in history at my Catholic school? The House of Bourbon still exists on paper as a noble in France, but France is founding a republic. That's fair. That is fair. Let's do the thing. Right, Luis to Marcos Jose. Let's get a goal. Oh, fuck. Right. Right, need more possession. Mikhail is bad. Tom is bad. Marcos is bad. Marcos could play on the wing. I don't know why I'm not trying these guys I've got up front out on the wing. I probably should do. Assistant would like to Pope, they only found later when they died, so I believe they checked the new Pope's tackle. Interesting. That feels like a weirdly intrusive and yet oddly on-brand Catholic thing. Don't France ever going to reinstall the Bourbons to a crown? I think they should, because, to be honest, Bourbons are very tasty. Right, subs. Let's try this fella on the wing. Him up top. We'll put Potter on the right hand side. Yeah. Right, on that one, shall I'll depart for the night. Night, Simon. Have a good one, mate. See you soon. It'll be funny installing the House of Bourbon to be the King of Kentucky. It's true. True. Okay, so we've got 10 minutes left to go of the game. It doesn't look like we're going to score a goal anytime soon. So, I'm going to ask a question to chat, for chat, of chat. Do we think, and choose carefully, because this will be a difficult choice, do we want to play some Scrandle when it updates at midnight? Or do we want to do a raid? That's the question. I'm going to let you guys make the choice. Let chat choose. Because I am exhausted because I've just had 2 high energy levels all day. So I think I am going to have to call it a stream reasonably soon. We're almost at the halfway mark. It'll be fine. But now would be an excellent time to make that decision in chat. Because I know I've only gone about 2 hours, but I am shattered. So we'll do it as a poll, shall we? We'll do it as a poll. Yeah, we can play a little bit of Scrandle. You've made a thing. We'll do a Scrandle. Right, let me pull up a Scrandle. In fact, what I'll do, I'll say goodbye to YouTube now. We'll go and play Scrandle, and then we'll do a raid. We've got 2 minutes until Scrandle, so let's just zoom through before we do that. I'm sure we'll be fine. Sure we'll be fine, whatever's happening out there. I have a feeling I've got the person I've got in mind to raid in my ears at the moment. I think Liam will very much like her. We are staying in FM. I know I found a female FM streamer. Don't go crazy, but we've found there are more than one. There are more than one. Who's the person on top of me? I think her name's Ella. We don't really talk. She just lives above me. Oh, it's Kyle Lafferty. Kyle Lafferty, world's finest shag. Did I ever set up? I don't know if I ever set up the exclamation. Sorry, Charlie. It took me a minute to work that out. I think I set that up. There we go. Exclamation Kyle. Exclamation Kyle gives you the explanation of. To be fair, it would make more sense if it was like who or something. It just kind of relies on someone other than me being in chat to remember that's a command we have. There we go. Right, has Scrandal rebooted yet? Not quite. Kyle Lafferty King of shagging fathered kids in 4 different countries. Yes, he did. Kyle laughs. Kyle laughs. Right, we've got 1 minute until we have a brand new Scrandal. 1 minute. Until everyone on the internet's favourite game of left versus right. Gather your friends, gather your raiding party, everyone have a party. Do I want bloody right winger because we can't find one that will score goals. We'll do anything. We're getting there. We are getting there. Things are happening on the other stream. Okay, it's fine. Right, where are Scrandal? Alright, we're in the Scrandal countdown. We're going to be the first people to play Scrandal. That's the plan. Let's do it. Let's do Scrandal. Scrandal. Good. Underway. Everyone ready for the big votage because that'll be what happens. Goodbye to YouTube for the Scrandal, by the way. And hopefully that should have reset, I would imagine. There we go. We're underway. Let me just shut down YouTube because thanks YouTube, but I feel like it's time to thank you for your service. Right. And then I can put our chats back up there.